Hi Cancer, welcome to Lily Light Tarot. We're going to go ahead and expand on your intuitive message for July 18th through the 31st. So let's go ahead and open these up here. Take a look at the different energies that may be popping up on your path. We'll take a look at a few different ones as you're all different personality types with different life purpose and mission and goals. So hope your summer is going well, Cancer, and hope things are coming together, coming to light, because I had a feeling before I did this reading, I was meditating, and some of you are feeling a little restricted or afraid to take the next leap. And coincidentally, look at that. We see the 8 of Swords coming up. So we'll go ahead and get some clarifiers here for you. Let me make sure I get a good combination of energy and we'll get some clarifiers. So opening up here, the 8 of Swords with the supporting energy of your 10 of Swords. There's this limitation that may have been put on you through past experience or just past thoughts and memories. It's like you want to take the leap into something, you want to move ahead or move on in some way, but you feel almost like paralyzed. You feel stuck, possibly hurt from the recent events. So let's open this up and see how we can proceed with this, Cancer. But the end of July looks like you're having some, towards the end, it's like maybe you can't trust yourself or you can't trust the situation and you're kind of led in a difficult decision. Oh wow, we see the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so it could be something that you have lost here. Something that you have lost, Cancer, may be coming in your path, and okay, you had to fight for it. Yeah, could be a job, could be experience, could be, a relationship, but this is something that you saw as very valuable to your path, to your journey. It's like you held value to this in your heart, and there's a sense that you feel like you can't recover from this. Not that you've taken, such a low blow that you can't get out from this, but some of you may be experiencing that this was your lost opportunity, and it may be a while for you to come across another situation. Some of you are feeling like you have lost your ticket out, or you fought so hard to come this far. And some of you feel like you're still fighting. You're still having to put up the struggle. You're still having to put in the work against competition or against the resistance. There's some type of resistant energy here. So let's look at in the near future for you. Oh, that kind of flipped over. I think I want to... Oh, okay, we see the sun. All right, Cancer. So, after the storm, after the rain, guess what comes? The sun. Okay, so by the end of July here, the energies are pulling that everything is going to work out, but it's going to work out better than you had expected. There is going to be positivity coming out of this, and there is success. So through the success, though, it's like you had to push through these limiting thoughts. You had to get through these the confusion and this type of hurt. Some of you had to be separated too. If it's not meant to be for you, Cancer, then that means there's something else out there, right? If something slipped away, if something has left your path or has not made its way back around, and you're always having to fight for it or to convince it to stay, or possibly you're like always finding solutions, or you're just coming across, again, too much resistance or pressure, you're always having to protect it or defend it, then that may not be for you. Allow that resistance to kind of be at ease, put it to rest. And this is possibly why we see the 10 of Swords too, because there is something that no matter how hard you try to make this work, no matter how hard you're going to try to make it stay, it's almost like the universe, spirit, your angels, it's like they're going to pin you down. They're going to say, no. Look, you have to be pinned down to see that there is something better coming in, something higher. Okay. Divine timing, divine order is coming in your favor. And look, had you not been pinned down, or had you not had been kind of knocked off your feet in the situation, you wouldn't have been able to see or appreciate the sun that's coming in, the warmth, the success, something better, something new, something that makes your heart, smile and be happy. That gleeful energy is coming in. So it's coming in here by the end of July. All right, Cancer. So keep an eye out for that. Now, this is one important message here. Now, as we transition into these 4, they could all blend for you and all resonate, or it could be these individual messages. So expanding here, we see double torches. We see the King of Torch supported with the 9 of Torch. Interesting, because look at this. We have like the 8, the 9, and the 10. So yeah, things are stacking up, your plans or your ideas. Some of you are kind of like building on a foundation, hoping that it'll be stable and it will come together in the way that you are fighting for it, or in a way that you kind of envisioned. Because the King of Torches, he is a natural leader. He's a visionary, and he is willing to take whatever he has his mind on, like head on. The 9, the supporting energy with your 9 of Torches, there's this confidence. The card is saying, push through again, the storm. Okay. Just kind of like this 5 of Pentacles, even though you may have been knocked back, set back, just keep pushing through. And one thing I admire about the 5 of Pentacles, I know sometimes it could be read as, loss or insecurity, maybe not feeling safe or being stripped away from something. But one thing I do admire is that these people, they are still trekking on. They are still moving. Okay. They are not letting these setbacks, they are not letting the handicap situation, take them off the path. Look, they don't even have shoes, but they're still getting through it. So Cancer, you're very, very strong. The cards are encouraging you to get through it. Yes, it may be a struggle, it may be cold, and sometimes you may feel like you are all alone, or you only have, a small circle that will support what it is that you're trying to do. But the cards are saying, keep on, keep going through. There is the light. It's closer than you think. And interesting, look, we see the sun. So there is light, and there is this ideal outcome. It's a lot closer than you think. You just have to look up. Interestingly, look, they're not really looking up here. And as I was saying here, the 10 of Swords, sometimes you just have to step back, reevaluate your situation, and look up. Be optimistic, okay? Be optimistic, have that sense of gratitude, and maybe think that sometimes this path redirected you. It's kind of like this redirection is for your protection. All right, Cancer. So the King of Torches with the 9 of Torches, fighting for something that you are determined to achieve. So let's break this down, because this energy is very, very strong, and some of you are like and it's interesting because we see this transformation here happening towards the end of July. There may have been this fear that you are getting over, realizing that, you know what, I can see the sun, I can see the light. There's this fire that is coming alive. 2 of Swords. Okay, decisions, strong decisions. We see, let me see. Oh, okay. Look at that. The 9 of Swords, but it's in reverse. Interesting. I really don't get that too often. So let's break this down here for you, Cancer. The 9 of Torch, the supporting energy with the 2 of Swords. So through this determination, okay, your confidence is going to be tested towards the end of July. Will you let these barriers block you? Will you let a little bit of these stumbling rocks discourage you from pursuing what it is that you are trying to do? There may be this decision. You may be in this crossroad. Should I go? Should I stay? Should I turn left? Should I turn right? But with this main support, with this main energy, the King of Torches, it's saying that you are going to be, you're going to come up with this idea, or you're going to be leading the pack, leading the group, becoming the leader in this situation. Like, you're stepping up and kind of, I want to say, not upgrading, but almost like you're stepping into a new role, or you're like kind of getting promoted. Because like here, she is just, kind of like entry level. She's kind of like new. She's unexperienced, but she's on fire. Okay. She sees the path. She sees where she wants to go. And then through the experience, through the path that she's kind of pushing through, this decision that you're going to be making to take something head on. Although it was a difficult one, you still listen to your intuition, okay? That middle flame here, that fire. And this is where we're seeing that King of Torch too. So you may have this decision that you're weighing on, but you're going to get over it. So I'm so happy, Cancer, because it looks like you're kind of getting over your fears. You're getting over the stress, maybe just having this anxiety. You're just having these dreams that I don't want to say like bad dreams, but sometimes, when you think about something so much, you can't sleep and you're thinking about, you envision like these weird dreams and scenarios and you're like, is this a sign? Is this a sign? But it looks like you're getting past that. You're moving past those restrictions and the difficult decisions that may have weighed heavily on you. You are like, forget it. You know what? I can take this on. I can do this. So good for you, Cancer. I love this vision that you are sticking to, and you are going to be charging through the battle. It could be this mental stress too that you're charging through, or again, this decision to move up, move on, and see yourself in a higher light. Some of you may have been feeling like you couldn't pursue this path, or you couldn't go down this road, or move into this new position. But again, the cards here, the King of Torches, it's saying hold that confidence and carry yourself high like a king. I love that I see the 9 of Swords in reverse here for you though, Cancer, because it's like you are going to get over that hurdle. You are going to get over that stress that has been kind of keeping you stuck or paralyzed maybe in this month of July. So, I'm so proud of you, Cancer. We're getting over those restrictive thoughts, the fear, the anxiety. Look at this. We see Queen of Swords supporting the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the Emperor with the Ace of Pentacles. Let me get your other card here. Standing strong, protecting this young development. So the Emperor, as it's supported by the Ace of Pentacles, this is leaning into possibly this project or this new journey, maybe this business or like a lifestyle. It's kind of young. So this idea that you have for yourself here, Cancer, you're going to find yourself like protecting it, trying to nourish it. You're going to be providing it, putting, invested energy and resources into it. Because we see the Ace of Pentacles aligning with the Queen of Swords. You are making this strong decision. You are standing and supporting it. And also you're like claiming it as well. Like you're speaking it into existence. Towards the end of July, you may also be communicating with others and telling them about, this is going to happen. I'm going to get this. I'm going to, obtain that. I'm going to go for it. This is going to be mine. Right? So as we kind of move on the storyline, now again, it could be individual energies for you, Cancer, but for some, all of this could resonate. And as we transition into this journey in the last 2 weeks of July, we see here getting through the hurdle, right? Going through this difficult situation, but also being inspired and motivated to fight for it. There is a reward. Okay, look at the Emperor, protecting what matters to him, protecting this new idea or this new role. It could be even this new project, this new business. It's like you are going to stand by it, support it from the harsh elements, from people's thoughts, from people's opinions, their perspectives. And also, again, you're feeding it, you're nourishing it, you're letting it grow. You're kind of like calling the shots, I see delegation coming in here. So if we are expanding something, especially if you are trying to support this new path, I love the Ace of Pentacles because it's a big reward. It's like it's going to pay off for you. And an example I can think of, right? So if you have this idea of, I'm going to start my own business, or I'm going to save money to buy this car, or to get this house, or even to move, right? Just a general example. You are going to start investing in that idea. You are going to stand by it no matter what. You're motivated and you are driven to this successful outcome. Okay? Because the Emperor, he's very loyal. He's very reliable. So there could be like this mental switch that you may experience, Cancer, that you're like, you know what? This thing, even though it's young and it's not fully developed, I know there's potential. I know that I need to, if I want to see the ideal outcome, I have to grow it. So the Ace of Pentacles, you may be given some blessings or resources throughout your path in these next couple of days, but also I see this as an opportunity, a golden opportunity for you, okay, Cancer? You may get this promotion that may help you get that house, that job. You may even get more money, bonus money coming in, or even connections, okay? Because this Queen of Swords is showing calling the shots. You may, again, speak it into existence if you just talking about it with your friends, your parents, your colleagues, and they're like, you know what? I know someone, because I see the Three of Pentacles. So by you speaking it out loud, or just kind of always, projecting yourself as this is going to happen, speaking about it like as a matter of fact, like, oh yeah, I'm going to move next year. Yeah, I'm moving overseas next year. Or, yeah, we're going to have our wedding next year. Something along the lines of that. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to apply for this job. I'm pretty confident I can, qualify for that job. It's like, okay, as you are showing your interest in this, people are listening. People are listening. They see, okay, you're like pitching some ideas. This card is like, okay, let's see what this person has to say. We see that they're passionate. They are standing behind this foundation that they're building on. Okay, look at the Emperor. He's standing behind it. He's protecting this at all costs. So people love people that have passion behind something that they do, especially when you are looking to work or collaborate with others. If they see that you are a passionate artist of life, they're going to buy your product. If you are passionate about your book, if you have something to tell about your journey, if you are, an artist, a writer, a painter, or even if you want to, own your own business, a dog walker, a bakery shop, something along the lines of that, selling shoes or handbags, they're like, oh my gosh, this person really loves what they do. So they want to work with you. They want to invest in what you have because they see it gives you happiness, and it's something that you guys have like a common interest in. But let me get these grand energies here too, because I didn't pull those here. Okay, so not to backtrack, but the King of Torches. So fighting through, yeah, the Hermit. Some of you may be going through this journey alone. So it makes me think that, fighting, not that you have to fight the battle alone, but it's like, if you really, really want it, you're going to have to go out and get it. Like if you can only contribute to your own happiness. All right, Cancer, like no one can fulfill that void for you. If you're looking for your lover to fulfill that, or if you're looking for your boss to make you happy, or if you're looking for your friends to bring happiness in your journey. I mean, they could complement it, and they could be a part of it, but they aren't the main source. You are the main source. And this is what the Hermit is showing through the dark, through the road ahead, especially to the road to success. I mean, you really need to only count on yourself. You really only have yourself, your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience. Lean on yourself, Cancer, because you're a very powerful force. And even though you may have had some setbacks in the past, and you may feel like you don't want to pursue something in fear of making mistakes or looking silly or whatever it is, we see there is that turnaround. Okay, you may come to this realization that, hey, you know what? This leads to just more experience. So I really, really love this Hermit card for you because it's showing wisdom and patience through the process, taking small steps, and like the King, even though they're small, and even though he may be careful, the important thing is he's still taking that step. That's the important thing. He is still going through the journey without quitting. Okay, he's not letting the blockage stop him. The Three of Swords, there's this sense of detachment. So possibly why we are seeing this new opportunity. You're wanting something to grow because you have been detached something. In the end of July here, Cancer, you maybe let go from something that will cut off this energy and let you support this. Possibly why we see this motivation for your Three of Pentacles. It's like, okay, well, now that I've kind of let go of this, this job or this relationship or this idea of what I thought I was supposed to do, now you can fully invest in this and in your idea that you're pitching, or this thing that you are trying to speak into existence. It's like, okay, now that I know this door is closed, I can just focus on this one, okay? You don't need to worry about these 3 little dull swords. You have like this one big grand sword, okay? The sword that's going to pierce through the way. So why cry over these 3 little unsure situations or circumstances when you know this is a definite one? You know this is definite. You know this is going to pierce the way. So this is where the opportunity may be handed to you. All right. So in closing, Cancer, we see the High Priestess, the 4 of Cups. You know, listen to your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, or if you know it's not going to make you happy, then respect that. Okay. As I was saying here, you know, external happiness, you know what it is that you really, really want. And sometimes you have to, oh my gosh, we see the Queen of Cups. Sometimes you have to take some time to be by yourself, to really appreciate, you know, who you are as a person, who you are developing and growing into, quieting the noise. Okay, so, oh wow, okay. So the High Priestess with your 4 of Cups. You know, she has this book here and she's like opening the door. So you hold the key to this overall journey. You know, don't give other people the power to dictate where you should be going in your life or how to live your life. Because this 4 of Cups is also showing that it may be time for you to say no. Say no. Close the door, close the chapter, and move on to a new chapter, a new book. Especially if you know it's just stagnant. Why waste your time away? Why waste your life away? You need to be out, you know, swimming in the water, swimming and going on a vacation somewhere. You know, the 4 of Cups, it's, some of you are kind of like not motivated too. It's like, I don't want to swim in the water, you know? It's like, I've been to this beach. I've been here, done that, right? So your discontentment is going to be filled with, I love this Queen of Cups, with something that you genuinely take an interest in. So maybe, you know, someone told you like, oh yeah, go to that beach, or yeah, go to that job, or, you know, I think you would be great here, or you should live your life like that, go down this path, right? And you're like, okay, well, I've been there, done that, and it's not I don't want this position. I don't want this role. This is not where I want to be in my life. And I love this Queen of Cups coming in here because it shows that you are going to be holding the grand cup, okay? You don't want these 4 little dull copper cups. It's like, no, I don't want these cups. They're not long term. They're not valuable in the long term. They're going to like rust and corrode. You're like, I want this gold cup. Okay, so tap into your deep, valuable interests and hobbies and pleasures and overall feelings. What makes you come alive, Cancer? Because that's where your answer is. Okay, that is where the cards are encouraging you to move, to go, to put that focus intention. If you are trying to focus on going left, right, and straight, I mean, you can't. You're going to be stuck. Okay, you're going to feel pinned down. And this is where the 2 of Swords is coming up. You have to make that direction, that one direction. Listening to your intuition looks like very, very key towards the end of July. But really what's important is I see that you're at least taking the steps. Oh my gosh, a double High Priestess. Wow. Ooh, let me show you these. Cancer, you know what you want to do. Okay? Now, you know that deep feeling that you get in your gut. You need to listen to that. You may be experiencing that towards the end of July. Listen to that voice. Listen to that calling. And, you know, accept that sometimes when you've been put through the dark, okay, we see the dark here. Sometimes when you've been put through the dark, it gives you experience here to appreciate the light, this side. So don't think that bad experiences aren't something to not gain anything out of, right? And I like here we have the dark and the light. But you're moving forward. So you're seeing that, you know, my past experience helped and let me appreciate the good things that are ahead. So we see here with your focus intentions, you're like, okay, I can go forward. So I love this because you are moving forward. You are moving on to something, and you are going to realize that you can achieve what it is that you are trying to do. Even though you may still be in the unknown space. As long as you know, okay, I want to start this. I want to go through this journey. You don't know what's necessarily at the end of the journey, okay? Just like this girl here through the cave. You don't really know what's on the other side, but you know you want to get through it, okay? Just like this chariot. The chariot knows it wants to go forward. It doesn't know what's going to be at the end, but it knows the path that it wants to stay on. And that is really what's important for the end of July. Wow, Cancer, yours is one of the longer readings because so much to unpack. And I do this intuitively, let the cards speak, but I'm really excited for you. And I have your August reading coming up. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe. Until then, stay well and be blessed.